All right, welcome everybody. Let's do this. Lesson 32 for AP Calc, Introduction to Implicit Differentiation. Okay, so what is this idea here? Let's start off with a nice little warm-up. Here it says find d dv of 5v squared minus cosine v, right? And when you see d dv, you're just taking the derivative with respect to v. So just think of it like x. Like if I say, what is d dx of, let's say, 3x squared plus 5x, this is just equal to 6x plus 5, right? Easy money. So let's take a look at the first three. Try and do them by yourself without any assistance, right? So for the first one, d dv of 5v to the fourth should be 20v cubed minus, what is the derivative of cosine? It should be negative sine v, and remember you're taking the derivative of what's on the inside, so that's that v prime. So this is 20v cubed plus sine of v times 1, because the derivative of v with respect to v is just 1, so it's just 20v cubed plus sine of v. Okay, not too bad, right? What about the next one? Here you have d dz of 2z to the fifth minus 3 cosine z. So same idea. So you have 10z to the fourth. Once you actually take the derivative of this, it should be plus 3 sine of z. Okay? And here I just skipped the steps, but if you have any questions on this, take your time and look how it's done previously, right? What about the next one? Here we have ddr. Sounds like a dance move, right? ddr. We have 4r to the 4, that's 16r cubed minus 3 sine r. I'm sorry, no, 3 cosine r. Okay, so this is this is it right here. Okay, now let's take a look at the next part here. We got two parts over here. Now here it says, okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, now this part will be very important. Here we need to find the derivative of both sides. So it says take the derivative with respect to d dx. So here we're gonna do d dx on both sides. So d dx, notice how this x and this y are not the same. So you can't take the derivative of y. You can't just say that the derivative of y is 1. Because here, you would have to do d dy to take the derivative of this. But you don't have d dy, you have d dx. So then this just becomes dy dx equals, now notice, look at this one here. You're taking d dx of 3x to the fifth. So you have the variable x. So this just becomes 15x to the fourth minus 28x cubed plus 12x squared minus 7, right? And just happy face, right? So this is dy dx, okay? You can't do anything with this here. So let's take a look at this one here. Now let's do d dy. What happens if you do d dy on both sides? Now here, what's d dy of y? This is 1, okay? Because here these two are matching. But now, what about this one? What is d dy of 3x to the fifth? What this will equal is 5 times 3 is 15x to the fourth, but we're gonna have to add a dx dy attached to this here, because notice you're doing a chain rule here. Because if I were to say, for example, what is d dx of 3x to the fifth, right? This is just 15x to the fourth, but then you have to take the derivative of this with respect to the chain rule. And what is the derivative of dx like this? This is equal to 1. So there's always that invisible 1, but we never really talked about it, okay? So like if I say what's the derivative, well, Yeah. Okay. So notice that what would this one be? This is because it's with respect to y. What we're gonna have over here. All right. So let's focus on this part here. This is like the important part of the lesson. Is, let's see. This will be 15x to the fourth, and then we need to do times a dy dx. Then we're gonna do plus 12x squared times a dy dx for this one, and then you're also gonna have a 12. Oh wait, I messed up. Oh man, I messed up. I'm sorry. This is for this one. This is for this one. I forgot about this one, so let's just put that one here. So this is negative 28x cubed dy dx. So the order should be 1, 2, 3. And then this one, what is the derivative here? It's just negative 7 and another dy dx. Okay, so you're going to have 4 dy dx's here because you're not taking the derivative with respect to x. You're taking the derivative with respect to y. Okie dokie. So the whole thing should look like this. 1 equals 15x to the fourth dy dx plus minus 28x cubed dy dx plus 12x squared dy dx minus 7 dy dx. Okay, and what you could do here is you could say that this is equal to 1 equals, notice that a dy dx is common. So just think factor, right? You could factor a dy dx from all of them, and then it's just equal to this 15x to the fourth minus 28x cubed plus 12x squared minus 7. Just like that. Okay, because you're factoring out that dy dx. What I want you to do on the next page over here is, here, try each one of these questions and notice that they're going to be the same, right? For this one and this one, this one and this one, this one and this one. But the idea is one side you take with respect to x, this one you take with respect to u. This one you take respect with w, this one with u. This one with w, this one with v. Okay? So try these on your own, or if you want to see me do it, right? So here, we have to do, let me get my colors real quick. A red. Okay, and here's a blue. Okay, so here, take the derivative with respect to x, right? So here, this just becomes 2x. And then we have to do this. So this is going to be, what's the derivative of 2 sine u? Remember that you could say this as, what's your outside, what's your inside? Your outside is 2 sine u, right? Okay, so what's the derivative of 2 sine? This should be 2 cosine u. But now you're not taking, you have to take it with respect to x. So this is going to be du dx. Because don't you remember here, you have to take the derivative of the blue on the inside. So that's u prime. But then this u prime is going to be the same as du dx. So you have 2x plus 2 cosine u times the derivative of that inside, which is du dx. Okay? But what will it look on this side? Here, what's the derivative with respect to u? Here, this will be 2x times dx du. Because here, notice that because this x and this u over here don't match, you're going to have to take the derivative of what's on the inside. And this will be plus 2 cosine u, but times u prime. Here, u prime over here was du dx, but what will u prime be over here? This is going to be 2x dx du plus 2 cosine u times 1. Okay, here it was du dx because you don't have it with respect to x. Here you do, I'm sorry, you don't have it with respect to u. Here, you do have it with respect to u, so you had a 1 over here. Okie dokie. Try the next one. Here, this would be what? What's the derivative of 4w to the 5th? With respect to w, this will be 20w to the 4th. Okay? Now, because it's with respect to w, we're okay. But here it's with respect, here we have a u. So this is going to be, and then if you want, just take your time. What's your red? What's your blue? This is your red. And this is your blue. Now here, this is going to be plus 5 cosine u. So what's the derivative of the red? It's going to be minus 5 sine u. And then you have to say times a u prime. You have to take the derivative of the inside, which is blue. But what will u prime be? This is going to be 20 w to the 4th minus 5 sine u times du dw, because you're taking with respect to w. What about this one here? This will be, try this one on your own. Okay, you got it. Just follow the rhythm, right? This is going to be 20 w to the 4th dw du. Okay, take your time saying it. dw du, right? Plus, now same idea here. This will be negative 5 cosine of u times u prime. But here, this is 20 w to the 4th dw d, oh my bad, dw du. Okay, I'm sorry about that. dw du minus 5 cosine u times 1, right? But then this is just really it, okay? Because this u and this du match, right? Okay, try this one on your own. It's not too bad. Here, okay, so this will be what? 12w cubed, and notice that the dw, so with w we're okay here. Now we don't have w, right? So this is going to be minus, or this should be plus 4 cosine v times dv dw. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. Plus 4 sine. I need my coffee this morning. Yeah, the derivative of cosine is this. Okay. So here, what about d dv? This will be 12w cubed dw dv plus 4 sine v times v prime. But here, our v prime over here will just be 1. And then you bring this down, and then this is, you know, that's your solution. Okay? Not too bad. Not too bad. For this one here, I'll do one example, and then I want you to try to do the next one on your own. Mr. G is running out of time before he has to teach his next class. And I think my watch is messed up, but anyway. Okay, next one, real quick. So what is the question asking? It's saying, you know y is equal to this. So it's saying take d du of this. So if I have 5u cubed plus 5 cosine y, it's saying get it in terms of only u. So first let's take d du, right? So what is d du of this? Okay, so d du of this will be 15u squared, 15u squared times, now we're okay over here, right? Because these two match. So there is that invisible times 1. But then what about here? This is minus 5 sine y times dy du. Okay? So now here, let's substitute. Do we know what y is equal to? Y is equal to 4u to the 5th plus 3. So anywhere we see y, we could substitute this 4u to the 5th. So this is 15u squared minus 5 sine of 4u to the 5th plus 3 times d du of this y. You're taking d du of this y of 4u to the 5th plus 3. So then this is 15u squared minus 5 sine 4u to the 5 plus 3. And now you could take d du of this, because notice that these two match, and this will be times 20 u to the 4th. And there is that u prime over here, but what is u prime over here? It's 1. And then what's the derivative of 3? That's it. And we finished the question. It's saying express it in terms of only u. All right. Good luck. You got this. Oh, bigger happy face. What I want you to try is delta math.